The universe possesses an incredible, unwavering memory. It doesn't just observe the things that happen to you. It catalogs every intention, every whispered lie, and every obstacle placed in your way by those who wish to see you fail. You might feel like justice is taking its time, but the cosmos is never late. It simply waits for the perfect moment of alignment to restore the balance. When that scale finally tilts, it does so with an unstoppable force that no human scheme can prevent. Those individuals who once scattered thorns along your path are beginning to realize a painful truth. Those thorns were never meant for you. They were actually the seeds of their own eventual downfall. Life has a way of ensuring that no injustice remains hidden or unaddressed forever. While they were busy cheering for your collapse, they were unknowingly summoning a storm that is now visiting their own doorstep. This is the fundamental, unwritten law that governs everything we see and feel. Whatever energy you hurl into someone else's future has a magnetic quality. It eventually swings back toward you like a blade with its own memory. You, as a chosen soul, were never truly their target in the way they thought. You were actually their mirror. This is why their attempts to break you felt so frantic and desperate. They weren't just trying to stop your progress. They were trying to silence the uncomfortable truths that your mere presence exposed within their own hearts. Fate does not have time for the schemes of cowards. Every single time they spoke your name with doubt or tried to diminish your light, the universe responded by etching your name in something far more permanent than their petty opinions. You were being prepared for a level of greatness they can't even perceive. Your critics have spent a lot of time watching and waiting for your ultimate ruin, hoping to see the moment you finally give up. However, there is a beautiful irony in how the universe works. Every setback they meticulously plotted for you has actually served as an unexpected upgrade to your ultimate destiny. Their hatred, instead of burning you down, became a bright spotlight that allowed the world to see your resilience. Their envy, rather than holding you back, became the very marketing that spread your name to places you couldn't have reached on your own. Now they are haunted by the reality of your evolution. It isn't your vengeance they fear, because you aren't seeking any. It is the sheer fact that you keep growing despite everything they try to do. Your success is now screaming so loudly that you don't even need to raise your voice to prove a point. If these words are hitting home for you today, it's because you know deep down that you aren't just surviving the day-to-day grind. You are actively rising into a new version of yourself. This energy you feel is undeniable, and it's important to acknowledge it. Before we dive deeper into the mechanics of this cosmic protection, take a moment to breathe and center yourself. What you are about to explore isn't just a collection of ideas. It is a confirmation of everything you have felt but couldn't quite put into words. There is a reason why you have been protected through situations that would have broken anyone else. There is a reason why chaos never seems to stick to you the same way it does to others. This isn't just a story. It is your reality being reflected back to you so you can finally see it clearly. The first thing you must understand is that you should never underestimate the power of your silence. Your quietness is often the very thing that is shaking the foundations of those who oppose you. Have you noticed how your name often travels ahead of you, spoken in whispers or felt as a specific vibe? Before you even walk through a door, that isn't just your reputation at work, it is your resonance. You carry a frequency that naturally commands both curiosity and a sense of caution from those around you. People can't quite explain why, but they intuitively understand that approaching you with ill intent carries a heavy price. That cost is rising every day as you become more aligned with your purpose. You don't just walk into a room, you shift the entire energy of the space simply by being in it. Your energy doesn't just exist passively, it actively recalibrates the environment around you. Even your loudest critics, who might be bold and aggressive behind closed doors, often find themselves uncharacteristically quiet when they are standing right in front of you. It isn't that you have explicitly threatened them or done anything to scare them. It's that the universe has installed a sophisticated security system around your spirit that makes physical or verbal retaliation completely unnecessary. You don't need to swing back at those who strike at you because life is already doing the heavy lifting on your behalf. This is what unnerves them the most. The moment they aim to diminish your value or your joy, something in their own life begins to quietly unravel. It is as if they are pulling a thread on their own sweater while trying to point at yours. The timing of these events is always far too precise to be dismissed as a mere coincidence. Perhaps a relationship of theirs suddenly breaks down, or a secret they've worked hard to hide is unexpectedly exposed to the light. They might experience a strange streak of misfortune that seems to follow them wherever they go. If they call it a coincidence once, it happens again. If they try to ignore it, it intensifies. Eventually, they are forced to realize that your energy comes with very specific terms and conditions. Violating the peace of a chosen person carries a heavy spiritual consequence. What you carry within you is a walking contradiction of sorts. You possess a gentle grace that is wrapped in raw, unyielding force. You are often soft spoken, yet your silence carries a weight that screams louder than any shout. You never have to demand respect from others because it usually shows up before you do. You don't spend your time chasing after power or influence, yet these things seem to cling to you like gravity. While other people are playing loud and aggressive games to prove they are important, your calm demeanor becomes the thunder they simply weren't prepared to hear. Even people who are closest to you might not fully grasp the depth of what is happening. They have seen you endure massive storms without breaking, and they've watched you walk through betrayal without becoming bitter or cynical. You make the act of survival look like a form of high art. To the outside observer, your growth looks effortless, but they don't see the complex system working silently in the background to ensure your safety and success. This invisible protection is programmed into every step of your journey. It isn't a form of paranoia. It is a clear and consistent pattern. Every time someone tried to mock your purpose or make fun of your dreams, life handed them a mirror that forced them to see their own insecurities. Every time someone tried to cast shade on your name, the light around you only intensified, exposing the very things they were trying to hide. You weren't placed on this earth to follow the conventional rules that everyone else lives by. In many ways, the rules were written around you. The more people tried to corner you or limit your potential, the more space you seem to create for yourself. They watch you now with a confusing blend of envy and awe. Wondering how you keep rising, the answer to their confusion isn't a secret strategy or a clever trick. The answer is simple alignment. You didn't have to rig the system to win. You are the system. You are the original blueprint that they simply cannot decode, no matter how hard they try. You are an encrypted spirit that no external scheme or manipulation can override. While they are busy wasting their energy trying to figure out your next move, you are already 3 steps ahead of them. You remain calm, protected, and focused on levels of existence they won't even be able to recognize for years to come. The second key is to stop dimming that incredible force you feel inside. You were built to unravel illusions just by existing, and it's time you fully embrace that power. There is a very specific reason why people often get uncomfortable when you enter a room. It usually has nothing to do with anything you've actually said or done. It is entirely about the energy you carry. You don't have to lift a finger to shake the foundations of a situation. Your presence alone is often enough to expose the intricate lies that people have built their entire identities around. You were never meant to fit into the standard boxes of society. You were engineered to awaken others, to disrupt stagnant systems, and to dismantle the illusions that cannot survive the weight of your personal truth. For far too long, you might have played small just to keep other people feeling calm and secure. You may have watered down your intuition just to make the insecure people around you feel safe. Every time you try to shrink yourself, the universe responds by tightening the walls around you. This is a reminder that the force inside you wasn't given to you so you could hide it or silence it. It was planted within you to break old patterns, to pierce through fake performances, and to rearrange every environment you walk into. People might label you as too intense, too deep, or too much, but you should understand that this is just their code for too real. Your energy isn't here for their entertainment, it is here for their exposure. You make people feel things they have spent years burying under the surface. You pull off their masks with nothing more than a steady gaze. You can unravel decades of deception just by standing still in your own knowing. This is why universe had to wrap your life in a form of energetic armor. You were sent into places where the truth is often seen as a threat and where illusions are used to maintain power. In those environments, your clarity is considered an act of rebellion. The security system around you wasn't just installed to keep you safe from physical danger. It was activated to preserve the massive impact you are meant to have on the world. When your light is allowed to shine undisturbed, illusions don't just fade, they shatter into pieces. It is time to stop dulling your shine for the benefit of people who prefer to live in the shadows. Let them be uncomfortable, let them stare or shift in their seats. You weren't made to be easily digestible. The third thing you need to do is quit asking why certain people fell out of your life. Their departure wasn't a loss, it was a cosmic flushing. When your energy is wired to the laws of the universe, anything that doesn't align with the truth gets pushed out very quickly. You don't have to wish them any harm, and you don't have to seek revenge. Your energy doesn't punish people, it simply reflects them. When people try to play dirty or be deceptive while standing in your high frequency field, the universe doesn't wait years to respond. It reacts almost instantly. Their lies don't even have time to grow or mature before they wilt in real time. That is the level of power you are currently walking with, whether you realize it or not. Your energy operates like a built-in surveillance and correction system. It detects deception, magnifies the motives of others, and automatically corrects your path by removing anyone who is trying to corrupt your frequency. You aren't just lucky. When things work out or when bad people leave, you are spiritually secured. Those who moved against you thinking you were an easy target are now becoming case studies in what happens when human arrogance collides with divine alignment. Whatever people project onto you eventually returns to them with interest. The faster they move with darkness, quicker they are met by their own shadows. They fell off your path because your energy simply wouldn't allow their lies to live near you anymore. This explains why certain doors closed so abruptly and why connections that seemed strong suddenly fractured without warning. It wasn't a random series of events, it was a necessary clearing. Your path does not have any room for parasites, whether they are emotional, spiritual, or energetic. The moment someone tries to twist your story or manipulate your narrative, the universe flips the script before that lie can even take root in the minds of others. Some of those people are still spinning, trying to figure out how everything they built on your supposed downfall turned to dust. The truth is that you didn't even have to blink. While they were busy constructing elaborate illusions, you were simply walking in raw alignment. Alignment doesn't negotiate with lies, it enforces the truth. You should feel no more guilt for watching them collapse than you would for watching a house of cards fall in a breeze. You didn't cause their failure. You simply existed, and your existence carries natural consequences for those who try to distort your light. This is why it happened so fast, and it is why they won't dare try it again. The fourth point is to stop responding to the chaos they create. Let their public collapse be the loudest answer you never gave them. They wanted your reaction more than anything else. That was their entire game plan, to stir the storm, provoke a fire, and drag you down into their mess so they could call it balance. By choosing not to respond, you did something that shattered their entire strategy. You didn't explain yourself, you didn't defend your character, and you didn't flinch. That silence was a weapon sharper and more effective than any insult they could have hurled your way. The universe built your security system to echo the truth, not to engage in petty arguments. When you chose stillness over a public spectacle, you activated a collapse, not on your end, but on theirs. Now they are spiraling loudly and publicly. The irony is that the very crowd they tried to impress by dragging your name is now the same crowd watching them fall apart in real time. Energy never lies, and while they screamed for attention, your growth was making its own noise. Their lies are being discredited by their own contradictions. Their alliances are falling apart under the pressure of the truth. Their reputation is eroding with every desperate attempt they make to control a story that was never theirs to tell. All of this is happening because you chose mastery over the mess. You chose to walk away and let the universe ensure that everyone saw who was really left standing. You weren't silent because you were weak or scared. You were silent because you were secured. There is a massive difference between the two. The chosen understand that not every attack requires a counter-strike. Sometimes all you need is a little bit of time and the universal law of exposure to do its work. The fifth realization is that you must stop blocking your own flow by trying to fit in. Their attempts at sabotage were actually the ultimate sign that you have always been the standard. They didn't try to sabotage you because you were weak. They did it because your presence made them question everything they had accepted as truth in their own lives. You didn't break the mold. They did when they tried to contain you. You were never meant to blend in with the average or mediocre. Every attempt they made to exclude you or twist your image was just further proof that you are the blueprint they can't replicate. They couldn't mirror your energy, so they tried to mock it instead. Your flow doesn't come from following trends or seeking external validation. It is internal and deeply encoded into your spirit. The moment you stopped asking for permission to take up space and started simply embodying your own lane, their games fell apart. Sabotage wasn't a form of rejection, it was a divine redirection. You were never meant to sit at their table and beg for crumbs. You were meant to flip the entire room. They thought they were burying you, but they were actually planting the one thing that would grow far beyond their ability to control. Now they are forced to watch you elevate through doors they swore you would never even be able to find. Don't fight fire with fire. You have a cosmic contract that handles the smoke for you. They want you to swing back and lose your cool because your silence is far more terrifying to them than a scream. You weren't built for petty battles or small-minded disputes. You carry a contract signed in struggle and reinforced by every single attack you have ever outlived. While they are throwing sparks trying to start a war, the universe is upgrading your protection like a system that learns from every breach attempt. You don't need to clap back because your elevation is the only echo you need. You have become so cloaked in alignment that opposition can no longer touch you without immediate consequences. Finally, stop hiding what you have survived. Your fire-tested spirit is the exact reason why they are panicking right now. They aren't afraid because you are loud. They are afraid because you are still here. You are still rising and still evolving after everything that should have shattered you into a million pieces. What terrifies them isn't just your survival, it's what your survival reveals about their own lack of power. Fire didn't destroy you, it refined you into something indestructible. Stop treating your scars like they are a source of shame. Those scars are the encrypted passwords that open the locked doors of your destiny. You are a living contradiction to everything they believed about power. Keep rising because the system was built to amplify you. Since you've made it this far, it's clear that this message was meant for you. If you feel that fire in your soul, why not take the next step in your journey? Would you like me to help you draft a personal credo or a set of daily affirmations to help you maintain this high frequency alignment?